Right-of-way concepts. Right-of-way is the privilege of the immediate use of the roadway and is determined by a set of rules and guidelines as listed for mergers, intersections, and special conditions. Prime directive requires a road user to yield the right-of-way to avoid a collision. Right-of-way concepts. Right-of-way is a privilege given, not a right taken. We drive on the right-hand side of the road. Slower traffic keep right. Obey and observe all posted signs and signals. When traffic light is defective, everyone must treat it like a four-way stop sign. Must always obey police officers and crossing guards at all times. Intersections. Controlled intersections. Controlled intersections have signs or signals posted to control the flow of traffic and help determine right-of-way. Most commonly are stop signs, sometimes yield signs, and most frequently signal lights. When at an intersection, search left, center, right, and then left again. Repeat as needed. Check for changing frontal areas, other road users, or any other factor that may present a risk. If everything is clear, you may proceed with caution and avoid any collision. Major right-of-way rule. Vehicles already in the intersection have the right-of-way when the light turns green. Four-way stop intersection rules. The vehicle that arrives at the intersection first should go first. The vehicle that enters the intersection first should go first. If two or more vehicles stop simultaneously, the vehicle on the left should yield to the vehicle on the right. For stopping, roll slowly forward cautiously to make sure it's clear and safe. Other road users cannot read your mind. Announce your intent to turn with signal lights before approaching stop sign. Yield sign. Approaching an intersection on a road controlled by a yield sign, you must slow your speed that is reasonable under the existing conditions. Yield the right-of-way to any road user in the intersection or approaching on another road so closely as to be an immediate hazard to your movement into the intersection. Green light. Green light. You must yield to cars already in the intersection. You may proceed when clear. Solid green on left turn. Solid green light on turn. You must stop and yield to all oncoming traffic and pedestrians in crosswalk. Yellow light. Yellow light. Past point of no return, you may proceed with caution through the yellow light. However, if able to safely slow and stop, you must do so. Flashing yellow light. Flashing yellow light. Proceed through intersection with caution and watch for cross traffic coming from your left and or right. Flashing yellow arrow. Flashing yellow light. Proceed through intersection with caution and watch for cross traffic coming from your left and or right. Solid red light. Red light. You must stop behind white stop line and yield to all traffic and pedestrians entering the intersection and crosswalk. Flashing red light. At a flashing red light, you must stop and treat it like an always stop sign. Traffic signal problem. Nothing but flashing red. What do you do? Green arrow with solid red light. Green arrow. When facing a green arrow signal displayed with a red light, you may cautiously enter the intersection to move in the direction permitted by the arrow. You must yield to other vehicles and to pedestrians lawfully within the intersection or an adjacent crosswalk. Controlled intersections. Uncontrolled intersections does not have any traffic control devices present. They are usually found in light traffic areas like residential neighborhoods. When approaching an uncontrolled intersection, you must 1. Stop, yield and grant the immediate use of the intersection to any vehicle that has entered from the right or is approaching from the right in proximity that is a hazard. 2. May, after stopping, proceed when the intersection can be entered safely without interference or collision with traffic using a different street or roadway. Merge situations. On frontage/feeder road, you must yield to all traffic exiting from freeway onto feeder road. Feeder road is the road next to freeway that feeds traffic on and off the freeway. Entering freeway. When getting onto accelerating lane, you must accelerate to speed of traffic and yield to cars already on freeway. Right-of-way special situations. Emergency vehicles. When lights are flashing, you must yield to emergency vehicles, police, fire, ambulance. When approaching from the rear, check traffic for safe path. Change lanes towards right side of the roadway. Stop vehicles safely parallel to the curb and wait for emergency vehicle to pass. At intersection, see which direction it is approaching from. If approaching from any direction but rear, stay where you are until emergency vehicle has cleared. Merge multi-lane road. When changing lanes on a multi-lane roadway, you must yield. Vehicles already in lane. Vehicles in the right-hand lane must yield to vehicles in faster lanes of traffic left that are attempting to merge into desired lane. Texas Move Over Law. SB Senate Bill 193 requires drivers nearing stopped emergency vehicles with lights activated to either slow down or change lanes. The law states a driver must either vacate the lane closest to the stopped emergency vehicle if the road has multiple lanes or slow down 20 miles per hour below the speed limit. Example: if speed limit is 45 miles per hour, then slow down to 25 miles per hour. Emergency vehicles include police, EMS, and fire vehicles. School buses. When a school bus is flashing yellow lights, it's indicating that it's about to make a stop. When the lights are flashing red, it indicates that it's stopped to pick up or unload children. When behind a school bus that is stopped for picking up or unloading children, you must stop no closer than 20 feet behind the school bus and wait until signals are off or bus driver signals you to pass. If on opposing side of traffic from stopped school bus and no median is present, you must stop and wait until signal stops or bus driver signals you to pass. If median, physical barrier that separates opposite sides of traffic, is present, you are not required to stop if you are on the opposing side of traffic. Pedestrians. Pedestrians are the most vulnerable road users. They may not know the rules and regulations of motorized vehicles on the road. Children are unpredictable and harder to see. Pedestrians always have the right-of-way regardless, even if they are breaking the law. Watch for crosswalks both at intersections and non-intersections in residential areas. If a sidewalk is not present, pedestrians must walk on left-hand side of the road facing oncoming traffic. Railroad crossings. Trains always have right-of-way. They cannot stop for vehicles on tracks. If at intersection, you must stop at least 15 feet behind tracks. 50 feet if parking near railroad tracks. Be on the lookout for railroad signs warning you of a railroad crossing ahead. When approaching, reduce speed, look both ways, and listen for audible train whistle. If train is approaching, stop. If not, proceed with caution. Categories of road signs. There are 4 categories of road signs: regulatory signs, warning signs, guide signs, construction site signs. Regulatory signs. Colors include black, white, and red. Regulatory signs tell users what they may or may not do in specific area of the HTS highway transportation system. Most common are speed limit signs, stop signs, yield signs, do not enter signs, and wrong way signs. Warning signs. Warning signs do the following: draw the attention to imminent danger or upcoming regulator signs. The background color is yellow. The diamond shape indicates the danger is up ahead. Guide signs. Guide signs. 1. Provide information. Route markers, directions, destinations, services, points of interest or recreation, etc. 2. The background colors are blue, white, green, and brown. Construction work signs. Construction work signs. 1. Draw the attention of road users to road repairs, detours, special road closing for sports events, etc. 2. The background color is orange. 3. Shapes include diamond, square, and rectangle. Pavement markings: yellow. Yellow solid. A solid yellow line separates two lanes of traffic that are going in opposite directions. Being solid indicates that passing is not allowed. Yellow broken. A yellow broken lane marker indicates that it's separating to two lanes that are going in opposite directions. Being broken indicates that passing is permitted. Broken/solid yellow line indicates either a center turn lane or one side is permitted to pass while the other is not. Pavement markings, white. Edge lines marks the right edge of roadway. It is solid white indicating it is not a through lane of traffic. Crosswalks, wide and perpendicular solid white lines to guide pedestrians. Stop lines, solid white line going from curb to curb, indicates where a vehicle must stop at intersection. Solid white line separates two lanes of traffic going in same direction, however passing is discouraged. Broken white line separates two lanes of traffic going in same direction and passing is permitted. Left turn. Right turn. Slow or stop.